Let's say that I want to cut out part of this design here in the shape of this coin. And don't worry, you are watching a video on vector art, specifically clipping. And this is just the best way that I can explain what clipping is. So in order to cut out part of this design in the shape of this coin, first I'm going to put this coin on top of the paper, and then I'm just going to hold it. And now I'm just going to cut out the part. And now we have cut out the design in the shape of this coin. Similarly, if we want this design to have the shape of this circle, then like before, what we're going to do is click this circle and bring it on top of the design. And the circle is already selected. Now we're also going to select the design below. We can do this by holding down Shift and clicking the design. Now both the objects are selected. Now we're going to go to this object option, click it, and here is the clip option and set clip. And as we had cut out a portion of the design using the coin as a template, here we have cut out of a portion of the design using the circle as a template. To undo this clipping, we are going to go back to the object option again, hover over the clip option, and here's the release clip option. I have to mention that this process is software agnostic, which means that whether you're using Inkscape like me here, or Affinity Designer, or even a raster art program like Procreate, this principle still stands. The shape will be on top, and the design that we want to fit inside this shape will be below. And in this manner, we will clip our design to the shape. I actually made the art for today's thumbnail in the same process. So here is my image, and here is the shape that I want this image to take. So I am going to select my select tool and then bring the shape on top of the image. This shape is already selected. Now I'm going to click and hold Shift and click this image. So both this shape and this image are selected, and go up to the object option, clip, set clip. So just a few more troubleshooting or housekeeping informations. It is important that you know how to bring an object on top of another in order to do our clipping effectively. And in Inkscape, we can do this by two ways. An object can be on top of another object in the same layer, or object can be on top of another object in different layers. If we drag this sidebar and drag it open, this first option is the layers option, and you can see that right now there is only one layer. That means all these objects are in the same layer. And if I click select, pick up this object and bring it here, we can see that this object is on top of our image, our clipped image. If we want to send this object behind this image, I'm just going to increase its size so we can see it from behind. All we have to do is come up to the object menu, and right here, here are options to raise and lower. If we click lower, as you can see, it has gone behind our image here. Similarly, we can keep this object selected, go back to object, and press raise to bring it up. There's another way to do this, which are these menus here. They will also lower or raise this object by one, or these options that will raise the selected object to the very top, as in above all the objects in this layer. So let's try this. And here we go. Now we can add another layer here by clicking this plus button, and it brings up a dialog to name the layer and decide the position of the new layer. This is all good. I'm going to click add, and here is the new layer. Now with this layer selected, we can create another object. Go to the select tool, move it. Now if we want to clip this image with this object, we cannot do this because this is in the layer below. Let's try it. As you can see, it is in the layer below. Let's change the opacity of this image so that we can see our object below. So I'm going to select this image, making sure that we are still on the select tool, clicking this image to select. Then I'm going to go to the fill and stroke menu, which is this button here. I can see that fill is selected. And since this is an image, no color information is visible here. I'm going to go down here in the opacity section and bring the opacity down. And as you can see, we can see our object that is behind this image. Let's move it a little bit. Now, if you want to flip this image with the object that you have selected, what you're going to do is select the second layer and click this up button to bring the second layer on top of the first one. Then, like before, we're going to select this object, then click and hold shift and click on the image to select both of them, and then go up to the object menu, clip and set. And here we have our clipped object. So whether the objects are on the same layer or on different layers, the shape that we are using to clip our image must be on top of the image. I hope this has made the concept of clipping a little more clear for you, or just been a slightly entertaining refresher of a concept that you're already familiar with. Have a good day. See you soon.